noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. We're up and running then. Christian Amiati in goal today. Just another example of a marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And they've switched it over to the other side. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hazard gets into a good position. Hazard, rapid and full of intent. Ball's getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. Just eases him off the ball. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. And a chance! Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Robertson has the space to... He leaps for it! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, we expected better, and so did he. The ball has bounced loose now. Good take, and is he in? And this is Drogba. Decent chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's certainly on... Batistuta! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
And that is a little undercooked. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. Drogba, and he shoots! And that's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish. Chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Drogba! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Drogba, he's on it, can he get away? It's Drogba! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Cross needs to be good. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Mbappe clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence the decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Beckham goes short. Beckham with the cross. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's definitely onside. And it's Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure! it's Dembele. Caught offside that time. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's superb. And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Beckham with the short one. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a promising position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, this looks sharp. He's being... It's Drogba! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Real chance! Boy, he struck that clean. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. No way through. Sends it crossfield.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And he's picked out the run. Batistuta! Oh, glorious! Batty goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second period is underway.
Liverpool can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Robertson, space for him to turn and look. Now it's Bellingham. Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Liverpool have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Hazard was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space. He's been really sharp. That's a great
chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yaya Toure is offering a wry smile there.
So their fourth corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that has sent him sprawling. Referee has just said play on. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, can he get onto this?
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
Oh, well measured. So no flag here. He is through here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Totti deals with that comfortably. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, cracking ball. Takes a shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Liverpool with a chance to get level. Terrific save by Abbiati. And he's managed to gift it back. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Totti in the hunt and looking threatening. Now it's Batistuta. It's a really well-measured ball. He has found the way through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Tries to play it through. Now that looks a decent ball. Dembele's delivery. Oh, that's a fine interception. Nicely spread. That has been cut short. Drogba currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Aimed at the far... A header! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's found the way through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. They're up to 5 corners now.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change.
Oh, a gilt edge! It's Drogba! Off the post! Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold with... Oh, good effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
The corner count is rising. That's 6.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 23, Beckham. El dorsal 19, Totti. El dorsal 2, Fabio
So
Cannavaro.
close to drawing level.
Van Basten is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go
El
again.
dorsal 22, el dorsal 7,
Schlotterbeck.
el dorsal 20. El
Liverpool
dorsal 5,
really can only do
el
one
dorsal
thing now,
10.
Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And this is Shevchenko, and he's running shapes to shoot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Serginho pinches it off him. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And this is Van Basten.
Habrá
Oh,
3
Red,
minutos
nice
de descuento.
interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's Van Basten. Yamal,
Pretty robust defending.
bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And here's Van Basten. Yamal finding himself in space. And time is up. Liverpool perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona. We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, a lot has been said about Martin Odegaard, and some of his former coaches have mentioned the fact that he can get the ball in very small places and find solutions. And that's a rare skill which he's been able to hone on his travels, which are wide and long. Now, this is exactly what this team needs from him. Let's see if he can produce it.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, can he get onto this? Chance here to counter. Bellingham. Space for him to turn and look. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Done delicately. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Bellingham. Dembele. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not...
He's had a shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And he's had it nicked away. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Takes the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he get it through? Now he's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive.
Oh, good climb! In again. Well, that pass isn't the best. Saka. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, they could break here. He has found the way through. Close it. Great chance! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Liverpool really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bullet, who is rarely short on confidence. And here's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Delivery from Mbappe. And the finish! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, there was small hope for an offside decision, but I think he held his run, anticipating the ball perfectly. It's a good goal and an even better link-up for me.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe! And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Hullet. Now it's Hullet. He's found a way through. No, he's not getting any further than that. Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Cambio de jugadores en el Arsenal. El dorsal 8.
Down to business again.
El dorsal 14.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Now it's Messi, and the counter is on. Seedorf, and he's worked it through. Just eases him off the ball. Threads one in. Dembele looking to receive it in space. Dembele in acres of space out wide. And he was alert to it. And he shoots! That's a decent clearance. Stood up well to him there. Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saka. They get a throw in. Ødegaard, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Messi. Messi. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gabriel kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played out towards the right wing. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. That has not gone well. De Rossi. It's Seedorf. Nice looking ball. Right. Shapes to shoot! No, he's missed it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Not the most accurate pass. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Yaya Toure. Spread to the right. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Out towards the flank. Looking to play him in. He's cut it out.
Liverpool really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Oh, he's having a go! No, not quite.
Liverpool really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Saka. He's onside. Shoots! Rijkaard. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Robertson. Now it's Saka. Some good work on the right flank here. And this is Messi. And he's certainly onside here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Liverpool are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Ødegaard can see things, others simply cannot. Chance! Lionel Messi, a finish of true class. His utter joy, he engages with absolute happiness. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy.
It's Dembele! Well, he's kept it out, that's a great save. Corner number 3 coming up. Now that's a fine challenge. That's going to go a long way.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, that's neat. Yaya Toure aimed beyond the defence. 2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. And that will be it. Liverpool have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence
applies the finish! Oh, he's just got under that.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Well, this ended up in no man's land. Now it's Neymar. Stojkovic. Doku gets into a good position. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Bellingham! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. It's Drogba! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Now it's Neymar. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's their second corner of the game. Stojkovic clears it away. And the finish! No, just not quite.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Drogba gets on his bike and on the move. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 21 minutes is number
Liverpool
15.
have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Paz can see things others simply cannot. Paz is always looking to break lines. Oh, it's Dembele. Tries to play it through. Drogba! And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on...
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking. There's the shot! Robertson. Cannavaro. Ball played for Dembele. Dembele. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Yaya Toure. Mbappe. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Drogba. Now there's a fine ball. Guardiola can clear it away. Camavinga producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. In with the challenge. Tries to pass it through. Dembele. And they're quick to get it back. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
No, that's been intercepted. Camavinga. Zielinski. Fernandes. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold picks it up now. Zielinski. And it's Fernandes. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that could set him on his way. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's found a way through. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Looking for a runner. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Zielinski charging forward, the ball at his feet. Liverpool so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Dembele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard makes the interception. Drogba. Now it's Yaya Toure. And he is deft. And Yaya Toure! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Space for him to turn and look. He's rising! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Shevchenko. Oh, that's fabulous. Shevchenko proves just a little bit too strong. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Threads one in. Ferran Torres! That's another chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga calmly anticipates. Fernandes. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And this is Drogba. Liverpool ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, nicely intercepted. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Dembele. And he's had it nicked away. Guardiola. Gets a good foot in there.
Oh, really well played.
Now it's Drogba.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Robertson cuts it out. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
I'd like to draw
So
your
very
attention
little to
the
report.
screen right now for
Nothing indeed in
information
terms
on
of
our
goals
shuttle bus
scored.
service.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
So we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And it's Zielinski. Oh, well played, well played. Mbappe. It's Bellingham. And this is Drogba. He's shifting through the gears here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure showing great feet there. Zielinski.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's played through for him. Shevchenko is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Mbappe! Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Succumbs to the pressure. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Drogba. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Dembele might just make this. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Alexander-Arnold. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Camavinga.
Liverpool have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Mbappe. Flashing, impressive jump. And he's stuck it away. And late in the day, a telling moment.
But before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he...
Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Getting up there! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shevchenko finding himself in space. Oh, well played. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Time and again they are repelled.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's Drogba! And there's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Liverpool are doing very... Decent chance! Goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
He's got a... Dembele! Oh, that is rather wayward. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Ferran Torres.
So, really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
3 minutes out of time.
And he's managed to get free. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. Played in by Robertson. And that is that. Liverpool can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Drogba voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Tickets at hand as it's time to announce
The end of the game.
numbers.
Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a...